Welcome to a video tutorial of AuctionRPM. My name is Dan Zumwalt and I'll be your guide through this discussion of the absentee and phone bid entry. Here on the main menu of AuctionRPM under Auctions and Preparation, you'll notice that there's an option here entitled Absentee and Phone Bid Entry. Now, what the idea behind this is that it gives you the ability to record any bids where the person cannot personally be present at the auction. And the difference between absentee and phone bids is an absentee bid is a bid that is rendered by the person and is recorded by the AuctionRPM software, indicating what the actual maximum bid is by that person. A phone bid, on the other hand, is a bid where the person has indicated that they wish to be called during the auction so that they can interactively bid against the people that are personally at the auction. Let's start off with absentee bids. Under the new sample auction in absentee bids, I'm going to indicate here that I wish to enter in an absentee bid for lot number 3. So I'll hit 3 and hit tab. That'll indicate that indeed the lot number 3 is a mouse. The buyer lookup is where we're going to identify what buyer wishes to record a bid. I'm going to click on buyer lookup here and let's select a buyer named Joe Buyer here. I'll hit select. And you'll notice that it tells us that Joe Buyer has not been registered for this auction yet, and it's asking, do you wish to register this buyer for the selected auction? Well, I'm going to answer yes here, and when I do, it's going to supply to me the next available lot number and ask me to verify that that's the lot number that I wish to give Joe Buyer. I'll go ahead and leave it at 2 and hit OK, and so now Joe Buyer has been automatically registered as bidder number 2 in the new sample auction. Here we have the date that we wish to assign to this absentee bid. Why is that important? Well, what if we had 2 or more people that lodged the same maximum bid for the same item? If that was the case, then the earliest or the oldest absentee bid would obviously have to take precedence. So identifying the proper date when the absentee bid was rendered is important. If we wish to give it the current timestamp, I'll go ahead and press that button right there, and we'll timestamp this field with the current date and time. Here in the quantity field, it automatically will pop a 1 into that field, and you can change it if you need to. And then we have the maximum bid indicating how much we want to pay for this mouse. So I'll go ahead and say $10. And then the last thing I'll do is press tab, and that will then record the absentee bid in this area up here. Now, if I exited out of this screen and went over to day of auction and then pre-lotted auction bid entry, you'll see that the absentee bid is indeed listed over here on the right hand side of the screen. Also, if I highlight that particular lot, or if I entered in that lot number here in the lot number field under bid quick entry, that absentee bid is shown as blinking in red. It draws your eye over there. The reason why we place the absentee bids in the bid entry screen is because it gives the bid entry clerk the ability to bid in behalf of or in proxy for the bidder that is here. And so the bid entry clerk can actually accomplish both of those roles. Let's now see what a phone bid does. I'm going to click exit here. We're going to go back to the preparation tab, and I'm going to click on absentee and phone bid entry again. That'll take me back to this screen, but this time let's click on phone bids. Similar to the other screen, I'm going to click in the lot number field. I'll type in a 3 and press enter. You can see it's still our mouse. The buyer lookup operates the exact same way. But now I can identify the domestic or international phone numbers that are to be called during the course of the auction. And so I enter in those phone numbers into this area. And of course the international phone numbers would follow the country code and the actual phone number itself. And then once I'm done, I tab out of the last field, and that records that phone bid. Now if I exit out of here and go into the pre-lotted auction bid entry, you'll now see we have 2 phone bids, or 2 bids here, but one is a phone and one is an actual maximum bid, absentee bid. Let's also take a look at something else too. If I click on preparation and then I click on absentee/phone bid entry, Then what happens is it gives us the ability to, if I go to bid entry, we can now see print phone bid ticket. If I click on this button here, then what it will do is it will send to my printer the phone bid information in the form of a phone bid ticket. These are tickets that can be handed to the phone bid clerks that are in charge of actually contacting these people over the phone line. If I hit exit here and I go to reports, and let's say that I wish to print out a catalog or maybe a worksheet. If I click on all reports and I type in worksheet there, we have report number 28, which is an auction worksheet. This is typically used by a person that wishes to manually write down all of the winning bids on a winning bid list. I click print worksheet, and now I can see here that for lot number 3, which happens to already have a bid, but if I hadn't conducted this auction yet, these boxes would be blank. But you can see now for auction number 3, there's two absentee bids that are listed there. This one has a maximum bid of $10. This one is a phone bid, and here are the phone numbers. I'll go ahead and hit exit here. Also, if we go to auctions, day of auction, and we look at the auctioneer master screen, which is a screen that's designed to be used by the auctioneer, if I highlight lot number 3, then the absentee and phone bids would be reflected in this area as well, blinking in red so as to draw the auctioneer's eye down to that screen. I'll press exit here and return back to the main menu, and that will conclude our discussion of absentee bids. There are many other places in AuctionRPM where the absentee bids do show up, the various catalogs and various worksheets that are available to you in the reports menu. I invite you to take a look at them, and also go to the reports menu and in the description field type in the first few letters of the word absentee, and you're going to see some other printed materials and exports that can be done here in the reports menu, including an export to an Excel spreadsheet. That'll conclude our discussion. I look forward to hearing from you about this video or any others. If you do have any comments or questions about these videos, please feel free to give us a call. The phone number is 209-588-1232. Thanks for listening.